Heyo, it's Omnidog on. Wait, what? New manga reads and solicits. Yeah, I got sucked into here because incursions and stuff like that. So, uh, this is about manga. I expect. Yeah, I get it. So yeah, sure. I have manga to talk about. Uh huh. And what Gio, what's creepy pasta again?
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another exciting edition of Omnibros Live on a Thursday night. We got you, chat. We got you. Tonight, we got some goofs, some gaffs, of course, some hauls, some reads, a little bit of news, a bit of everything. But most importantly, we're here with all of you wonderful people, and we are so happy that you could join us. Thank you, everybody, once again. The adorable Omnidog making a surprise cameo appearance on a Thursday night. Let's freaking go right now, dude. And
Yeah,
we got
man.
the omnivorous omnibus collector himself, PP Poo Poo Man,
Right on.
joining the fray as well. How are you guys doing?
Doing well.
Let's
I'm con-
go. I love
I'm
that.
confused, but otherwise I'm fine.
So thank you to the chat. Thank you to everybody watching later. Let's give a shout out to our sponsor. That is, of course, InStockTrades.com, your home for collected editions. You get your omnibus, trade paperback, hardcovers, manga, and more for great discounted prices that range from 30 to 55% off at times. You get free shipping in the US at orders to start at $50. And there's a loyalty discount, which adds an extra 2% off to your book orders if you make them on a weekly basis. Great packaging, wonderful customer service only at InStockTrades.com. Shout out to IST. Let's go to the main website so you can see all the cool deals happening right now. If you want to find out about the deals of the week before they go live, you got to tune into the Monday streams when we talk about those over there. Right now, you can see some Black Hammer, some DC Finest Green Lantern, some Marvel Masterworks Ghost Rider, and Monsters from Image. All that for great discounted prices. You got your new releases as well, including all the manga and comics that you could ever want. You got your top sellers, Tomb Raider and Batman going at it for the number 1 and 2 seeds here on the top sellers list. That's cool. Jonah Hex, She-Hulk, everything else looking pretty snazzy. You got your sales, clearances, damages, red tags, featured creators, a bunch of cool stuff. Only when you visit InStockTrades.com. And a final reminder for anybody interested, next Monday is the final Monday of the month, so we will be doing a $50 gift card courtesy, again, of InStockTrades.com. Be sure to tune in for that live stream. So thank you, IST.
I had a quick question for you guys. We've all been using IST for a long time.
Yeah.
Has okay, starting in 2015, say, has IST focused more on manga recently, or is there just more manga being put out for like new releases? Because I don't remember this much manga like 10 years ago.
The funny thing is they're not even getting a lot of it.
Okay.
So like I think that probably has to do in part with the distributor issues from Diamond stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But there should be like close to 2 times, I would say, as much manga coming out.
Okay.
But
okay.
Yes, there is a lot more being published now than there was 10 years ago.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay. And it's like a 2-to-1 ratio?
2-to-1 like manga to comics?
Yeah.
I don't know exactly, but I would say that's probably a pretty astute observation because, you know, with comics, you also have single issues, but since IST themselves doesn't dabble in the singles, it would make the ratio seem overwhelmingly tilted on the manga side. And they also do sell novels and light novels from manga publishers. Like Seven Seas puts out a lot of novels, Don May novels, which are Chinese BL novels and light novels. And Yen does a good amount of light novels as well. Yen Press.
Okay, this is a real question, although it's going to seem like a really stupid question. For manga novels, are they are they the same way manga is? Like, so to be the last page in Western style novels, and is it flipped? Like for
No, like word books, they read like Western style.
oh, okay.
Normal, yeah.
Yeah, it's just the manga from Japan, and I think also manhwa from China are the ones that read to us backwards.
Mm-hmm.
But manhwa from Korea, on the other hand, as you are familiar,
This book
that reads in a way that is more familiar to you.
right. Whoop, black pages. Sorry. There it is.
Beautiful. Love it.
Yeah, I noticed both of these. Oh no, this whole thing is color. The manga I read, the first few pages are color, and then it goes into black and white. It was like the flip Wizard of Oz.
That's usually a colored page is treated as something special for the book, for the manga release. So maybe
and not all paperback manga releases will get the colored pages in them, but you can tell, like, if it was originally published in magazine format with colored pages, it looks like something that was color and then they made it black and white. Usually it's going to be the more like high profile releases,
the heavy hitters.
Yeah, the hardcover releases and omnibus releases, like the nicer, more expensive ones, are going to be the ones where they make sure to get all the colored pages in there. That's not a totally exhaustive statement, but it include most of the time. I think it's mostly inclusive of the point that we're trying to make.
Okay.
Jewish Dragons in the house. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it.
What up, Jewish Dragons? Good to see you.
Light novels are just novelettes, so usually smaller and quicker reads. Well, yeah, lighter. Light novels also have a good amount of illustrations that they do. Yeah, sometimes the illustrations break up chapters too.
And you didn't answer my question, but it was a real question. What's creepypasta again?
Oh, it's when you cook lasagna, it doesn't work out.
No, come on. I know what it really is. Somewhere in there.
It's urban legends in the message boards on the internet. And the actual terminology, the origin of it, I have to admit, I don't remember at the moment. I don't know. But it's essentially like the folklore, the creepy stories that get spread around the internet, and somehow people still believe them. And they're just made for fun on like 4chan and message boards.
It was like 4chan word copy pasta, which was just short for saying like copy paste. So like people would use like a meme template of like a bunch of words, copy paste, switch out a few things. It's still a popular thing to do. And so that evolved into creepypasta from people sharing horror stories on message boards. And that gets copied and pasted around different places, around different websites and message boards and stuff. So hence the play on copy pasta being used, but creepypasta.
Okay.
There you go.
I know that Gio, you could start a whole separate messenger. You putting it to me, you and I should have a whole separate chat of all the things you find on the air on the internet at 3 a.m.
Yeah. By 3 a.m. session.
That out. Sorry.
So for the people watching that don't know what we're talking about, we have an Omnibros chat. All three of us are there. Lou, Omar as well. and I tend to sleep later at night, and like at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. or something, sometimes I'm awake. So I scroll through TikTok, finding all the creepy videos like paranormal stuff, abduction cases, missing persons, murders, alien encounters, cryptozoology, you name it. It's like possessed dolls, people going ghost hunting, EVPs, you name it. I love all that stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes I find they're really funny. For me, they're funny, but sometimes other people might consider them creepy. And I post them on our Omnibros chat. Like, here's another 3 a.m. session video.
But the one you sent recently, where they're in the room and the spirits trying to get them to pull a particular book.
Oh, yeah. That was
It
great.
didn't seem silly to me. It seemed really cool and interesting and a little bit scary.
That was the famous house for the oh my god, what was it?
Conjuring?
Yeah, the Conjuring house. Yeah.
They're in the Conjuring house?
I think that's the real house. Yeah.
Huh. Did you this is going back a month or 2 months. Did you post in the Omnibros chat that because it only could have come from you that I would have seen this. The biker that goes into the woods and he hears stuff, kind of scary stuff, and he's got
yeah, that was me. Of course it was me.
It goes and then he comes out, but then he goes back at night and he gets really terrified.
Thing. Why? If you're in, I think it was the Appalachian Mountains, and he hears something. He gets into a trail that leads nowhere, and it's trapped because someone like set up a trap and cut down trees to block the path, and there are bones scattered throughout. So he's like, well, this is creepy, and then decides to leave, and then returns at dusk or nighttime or whatever, and proceeds to go from there. And then he starts hearing weird noises like howling in the distance or whatever, and he just skedaddles out of there as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. Some people are dumb. That's okay.
He heard somebody yelling for help way off in the distance. Was that during the day or at night?
I think it might have been during the day, because weird stuff happens there all the time. Doesn't matter the time or day.
In the Appalachians?
Yeah, because that place is so ancient.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't mind.
We were just talking about Art Bell.
I was sharing Art Bell videos like 2 days ago. So that's
because you were posting those.
Yarn's in the house. You're on the manga show now? Those Frosties changed you, man.
You're right. They had a major impact on my life. Major.
Kane's here, the best mom.
Nice.
Good evening, everyone. Happy birthday. Happy Friday Eve. Sorry. Slender Man is an example of a creepypasta. There we go.
The urban legend thing. Okay.
H Field, thank you for joining. Manhwa, Korea, back in the day, used to mimic the art styles of manga, including the black and white, but over time it's developed its own style, though some manhwa are still in black and white. Thank you. That was in relation to when you were talking about Solo Leveling and having seen the color and all that.
Color all the way through, yeah.
And that book is heavy, but it's because of the ink for the coloring.
Oh,
yeah,
that's interesting. It is. Wow, it's noticeably heavier than.
Yeah, if you compare the weight to the other book, it's considerably heavier.
Oh, and it's the ink. That's interesting. Oh, it's
something like the rest of it.
It's Elon's birthday. I need to. Thanks for letting me know.
There's a thread on your Discord and on mine if you want.
Oh, okay, good
for the birthday. Also, a lot of manga magazines are huge and still only $5. A lot of them are printed even on different colored pages to save money. My favorite bit of manga lore is the fact that some magazines are more adult in nature, so you get swimsuit spreads of Japanese models, and then you flip the page, and hey, there's a Berserk chapter. All right, cool. That's always fun.
Awesome.
I literally have a young animal in the other room.
Right?
That
Yeah.
is just it looks like a copy of Maxim magazine on the outside, and then inside is Berserk and other stuff.
Speaking of manga, since that's what we're doing here tonight, we got some reviews for a couple books. I read a manga that or a one shot that I told everybody, oh, I'll read it for you guys next week and talk about it. And it's already been a month. I completely forgot about it. That's how my brain works. And I remember today because Jess was on. I'm like, what can I like review real quick? Because I haven't read anything today, so I picked that. I'll talk about it in a bit. We got some haulage. You didn't pick up anything, right, Riley?
I mean, I lamented in the green room before the show to Gio that I am awaiting 4 different orders to come in right now, and I thought that they would have been a little more staggered, but I fear that all 4 are going to come at the same time and just ruin my to read pile, which I currently have down to just 3 books. So I'm not pleased by that. And they were ordered staggered as well.
Wait, okay, we're still going. Okay.
I know that you can't predict that kind of stuff, but I was hoping that because I ordered like one thing and then 2 or 3 days later another thing, 2 or 3 days, that it would arrive kind of staggered as well. But no such luck.
Nice.
Oh, I might, now that you said that, wait, I might have something I'm supposed to
Did you haul anything?
I did. Now I don't have an email about this, so I'm gonna be. Let me go get it, and I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm gonna show one book I got. Although if you've been around, you probably know what it is because I posted it everywhere because I was so excited. But I finally got my copy of Mushishi. I was so happy because apparently it was scheduled to arrive December 8th. What the hell? I was not going to take that as a definitive answer from the company. So it arrived much earlier. It still took a little bit, but it's here. That's what's important. Super excited. This is one of my most anticipated book releases of the year, and I'm so glad. Gonna start reading it this weekend. But yeah, looking really cool. I never owned the original volumes because ever since I was interested in getting them, they were already out of print and expensive, so I didn't bother. But I have seen the anime and I love it so much. So this will be my first read through of the entirety of the manga, and I'm so excited to do that. Here's some of that art looking pretty cool. It's only going to be 5 hardcovers, so that's even better. This panel right here is pretty cool too. I like this page. So highly recommend getting this. There, I didn't bother with the Kinokuniya cover because I like this one a little bit more. But if you do get it, that's even cooler. So congrats. I did get the Akira hardcover, the 3rd one. However, I have like 1 billion books sitting on top of it, so I'm not gonna do that right now. But trust me, that I do have it. I noticed, and I kept saying to people, and even on this damn show, that it's the same thing as the hardcover release. Well, I lied. The one big difference is that none of these books have dust jackets. The box set release has each hardcover has a dust jacket, and for some reason my brain did not compute the difference. So I'm looking at it the other day. I'm like, because I was looking at a YouTuber that posted a manga collection tour video, and I'm like, wait a minute, he has a dust jacket. Why don't I have dust jackets? And yeah, I don't care for dust jackets, but I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah, I noticed that when I went to a Barnes & Noble a few weeks ago, and I was like, mine have dust jackets, don't they? And I guess that's the biggest difference between these.
It's the same damn thing except the dust jacket. Cheap bastards.
And speaking of Akira, Kodansha is the answer to that one. Speaking of Akira, rewatched that for the whoever knows how many times the other day, and it was actually Carly's first time, and she loved it.
Nice. Hell yeah.
She was like, wow, like that was great.
Like, are you gonna reread the book now, or
am I gonna? No, I'm probably not, but she was interested enough that she might read the manga.
Nice.
Because she wants to see the expanded story and all that stuff. So yeah, that was fun. And then we watched Ghost in the Shell because it was the 30th anniversary, and she didn't like that one.
Didn't like it as much?
Nah, and I was like, you know what? I honestly like Standalone Complex more than the movie.
I was just gonna go off on that rant. Okay, thank you.
And I think like conceptually the movie is really great, and
yes,
the direction 100%. Is great, the art is fantastic, but as far as narrative goes, Standalone Complex is leagues ahead.
Yep.
So
you feel for the characters, they evolve through time. You have multiple episodes to get to know them better. It's better written, in my opinion, and there's a lot of emotional weight to the show compared to the movie, where I'm like, okay, it's cool, it's iconic, cool, whatever.
And it's cool to have time with a sci-fi procedural thing to watch the mystery unravel, which is why I love a lot of the things that I do. We listened to the Akira soundtrack a lot as well after that. But yeah, one of the things with the movie is you are kind of dropped into that world, which can work really well, but I think it's better to be able to spend that time with those characters and get to know everyone, get to appreciate who they are and their emotions and stuff like that before. Because it's not long either. It's like 80 minutes. So it's a pretty short movie, as well as being like everything else considered, it's very compacted.
Yeah. Man, this book does not smell. I'm disappointed. I'm sniffing at it, and there's no smell whatsoever. It's like synthetic and plain, boring, like vanilla. Like, I hate it. There's no spice to this.
Are these supposed to smell good?
Sometimes. But then that's just me being weird. So I did want to now I got everybody sniffing their books. I love it.
Yeah.
Mine smells I don't know, it smells kind of funky.
That's what gives the book character, gusto. I wanted to answer that real quick for Ryan. What is Mushishi about? This is a little slice of life. You follow Ginko. He is a Mushi master, where he is traveling through Japan, helping people and documenting as well as understanding Mushi, which are kind of yokai inspired. But they're not really yokai. It's totally different. These are creatures that are like primordial beings that inhabit the earth. And we can't see them unless they want to be seen, and they interact with people. They're very rare, and sometimes they affect humans positively and negatively. And the Mushi masters, they go around helping people with that and studying the Mushi. So we follow Ginko. He's a medicine doctor, healer, jack of all trades. And most of the chapters are like episodic, dealing with the different Mushi and stuff. And it's super calm, relaxing, and beautiful to read or watch if you've seen the show, the anime. Let's see.
I gotta. Or is it? Are we hauling or reviewing?
If you hauled anything, show it, man. I don't. It could be a movie. I don't care. I don't mind.
I first of all, I haven't read it yet. It just came in today, but this is the latest R. Crumb book.
Ooh.
And so I got it from Fantagraphics, and I got an extra copy so I could send it to Taylor Mitchell because I know he loves Crumb. So yeah, I got this, and then I got it looked like it came from a fulfillment house. There was no note in it that somebody had got this for me as a gift. And if somebody sent it to me as a promotion, it's Harley Quinn with pizza.
You gotta, okay.
Which I think is cool, but there was nothing in there. Oh, now I of course want to. Oh, it was sent from Satan because I want to buy all these now.
Satan.
So I don't know who sent it to me.
Do you think it was a fan or a fan of the show, a fan of you?
Yeah, at first I thought it was a fan, but then it came from such a nondescript place. It didn't come from Amazon or anything.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, it's from Mr. Tax. I wondered about that. Okay. It didn't have a note. Okay, the floor is yours, Mr. Tax. I wondered about that. Because he sends me Harley shirts and stuff all the time. So thank you, Mr. Tex. This is awesome and awesomely random too. I love that she's got a pizza box and a pizza.
Yeah.
That's just so random and I really appreciate it. Oh, I sent it from Amazon.
From the Bozos. Nice.
Oh, well, it didn't say Amazon, but I'm glad I spoke up. I thought it might be you, but no, it didn't have a note or anything.
That Harley outfit is New 52, right? Suicide Squad.
Like it, but the eye makeup, yeah, it does look exactly like that. Yeah. And she does like pizza and stuff in that. Because
as one should, any normal person.
That apartment that crazy. Coney Island, and she eats a lot of junk food. I think that's all she eats. But I didn't pick up on where the eye. Thank you. That's so sweet of you, Mr. Tax.
Nice.
I'll be talking about this then for the next 3 shows. I will make sure that you are well known for your kindness. Yeah, none of the others in this line have that eye makeup.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me dissect.
There's the one I have, and then
Harley
of course
Quinn on
now I want the other 3, or should I just wait for Mr. Tex to get me the other 3?
Oh my god! Completely optional, Mr. Tex.
I'm teasing. Thank you so much, Mr. Tex. That's awesome.
What did Harley like in the movie? Chopped cheese, grilled cheese.
She liked the breakfast sandwich.
Yeah, egg and the cheese and stuff.
Yeah, and she had to. Margot Robbie's allergic to chicken eggs, so they had to have an ostrich egg, or maybe a goose egg. One of those guys.
Did not know that.
Yeah,
ostrich eggs are like dinosaur.
Yeah, I think it was the goose.
Probably goose.
Yeah, goose egg.
By the way, random, but I also hauled 2 little figurines, not this week, but before, and I just wanted to highlight them because we're highlighting figures. Why not?
Fun.
My youngest cousin gifted me a small figurine of Chikorita.
Who's that?
This is a Pokemon from Gen 2, from Gold and Silver. He is the grass starter from the 2nd generation of Pokemon.
And what was the first? Who's he born from? Who's the first character? First generation?
The first generation is Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, those guys.
Okay.
And then the starters for the 2nd generation, Chikorita, Cyndaquil, and Totodile. Totodile being my favorite Pokemon, evolving into Feraligatr, my favorite of all time. I don't have it here with me. Damn it. Okay, anyways. This is not a Pokemon show. So thank you. That was really sweet. I enjoyed that. Fun fact. Chikorita has a very famous illustration where it's just swinging the back of its head at this one giant leaf, like it's headbanging to a metal concert, and that is pretty cool.
Very cool.
Josh coming in with the explanation: generations equal games. So this is the 2nd games that came out. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
These are Pokemon Select figures from Jazzwares, I think. You can find them at Walmart and Target and places like that. I'm trying to not fall into to the rabbit hole of collecting these, but it's difficult because there are a lot and they look really, really nice. Like I also have this one right here. I have a Togepi on my desk.
Oh, cool.
He's the egg Pokemon, egg fairy Pokemon. So yeah, you were speaking of eggs later. So there you go. I have an egg right here. And the last thing I got was I think it's Jada Toys. They put out they did a blind, or not blind box, you know what they were, a die-cast set of random Transformers figures, like miniatures. They're like 2 inches. So I got Optimus Primal from Beast Wars, my goat. This is my Optimus. Beast Wars is my Transformers, and it's the first time with my own money that I find in the wild Beast Wars merch. And even if it's this puny little figurine, I got extremely excited as if it were like $1,000 statue. I'm like, oh, look at that. It's Optimus Primal. And I picked it up immediately. I'm like, let's go, dude. These are $5 well spent. And it sits here by my desk. So hell yeah.
Fun.
Yeah, I love Beast Wars. That's my favorite Transformer series. So yeah.
Awesome.
Riley, did you pick any random figure by any chance?
I don't
Any
think,
Legos or anything?
I did get a Lego set the other day.
It's always a safe bet when I ask that question.
Well, I wasn't going to, but we were at the store. Sorry, I put it in the closet.
Okay.
Also, for some reason, the StreamYard, which I love, I say sarcastically, it's highlighting everybody with their, not their nicknames, but like the names that they use for YouTube, right? Or whatever.
Yeah, I wondered about Mr. Texas dash.
Because I've never seen that before, and I noticed
Me
that.
either. Yeah, I thought maybe they had different sign-in names for the manga show.
Sorry, Riley, go ahead. How bad?
So we were at Target and I saw the set discounted by like $30 or something. So I went ahead and bought the Gizmo set.
Oh, it includes your 3D glasses that you build? That's awesome.
And he can, I think he has alternate legs so that he can sit down.
Oh.
Because I don't think that the legs are going to be posable. So yeah, it was discounted, and it was funny because like I saw it discounted and I kind of thought about it and I walked away, and then I saw another box elsewhere and I grabbed the box off of the other shelf and I took it up to the register and I told the guy like, because he rang it up and it rang up for full price, which is like $110, $120, something like that. And I was like, oh, this was actually supposed to be $70, something around that. And he's like, oh, was it like, where did it say that? And I was like, on the shelf, it had the little tag underneath and it said that. And I think it was because the other one was discounted because the box was kind of fucky. And they were probably discounting it because it got damaged out in the warehouse or whatever.
Wait. What did you say? The house was what?
What?
The box was what?
It was kind of fucky.
Okay. I didn't hear wrong. Okay.
Yeah, it was messed up. Like
no. Got it.
Well, I think that's why it was discounted. But I wound up getting, and I don't care. It's a box. I throw them all away. But yeah. I grabbed the other one, and he just matched the price. I think you actually put the price a little bit lower because it was 70 something, and he typed in $69.99. So to say, if you get a Target employee that just doesn't give a shit when you're checking out, you can get them to lower the price on stuff for you.
Hell yeah, love it.
So haven't busted it open yet because right now I'm catching up on reading, but I also thought it would be fun to build while watching Gremlins. So that'll be in our
play it next to the Blu-ray disc, next to the.
It'll be a part of our Christmas viewing plans, and we're also pretty soon going to pick up the. Finally, we've been talking about it for a little while. The Home Alone house set.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna have that as a. Apparently, that one. I don't think that I want to do it this way because I don't have the patience. But apparently, it has 24 bags, so people use it like a advent calendar.
Oh, no.
Oh.
So one bag per day for 24 days.
That is so cool. That is a great little piece of interesting info.
That's awesome.
That's what I got. I don't think I got anything else in this week.
Uncle Jess and his magical goatee showing up to put the man in manga.
I bought the movie Infinity Pool because we need to watch it because it's one of Carly's favorites. And I've
never seen it. Is it good?
It's got Alexander Skarsgård and Mia Goth, and it's directed by Brandon Cronenberg. It was David Cronenberg's son.
Yeah.
So we're going to watch that. I think tomorrow is the plan.
I need to watch. I just found out about it, so it's perfect. I didn't see. This is the older Addams Family, the Addams Family Values.
Yeah.
I just read a review of it, which was glowing, but it said the highlight was when Wednesday went to summer camp and they presented a Thanksgiving play, but it wasn't in because it was Wednesday. It wasn't in the traditional sense at all. It was all about the genocide of the American Indian and this and that. And then I think they burned the set down at the end. I gotta see this movie. It sounded great. Because I've seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah,
you know, great movie, but 50 times. But I haven't seen Addams Family Values. So
if you're looking for Thanksgiving movies, you know what's another Thanksgiving movie is the first Spider-Man movie by Raimi.
That's a great Thanksgiving movie.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that in super long.
There's the scene where the Osborns get together with like Peter, Aunt May, and stuff for Thanksgiving and share dinner,
and then the parade as well. So
yeah,
is that where his blood drips from the ceiling?
Yes, I believe so.
Oh, okay.
Because that's why Norman is at their place is because of Thanksgiving, and he has to like sneak in.
You know, speaking of Spider-Man, we're going off on a wild tangent here, but I saw a video the other day, and I usually don't care when you spot like bloopers or bloopers for movies. Like, okay, cool, whatever. It doesn't take away from my joy of a movie. I saw the scene where Norman is fighting Peter at the end, their final fight, and he does one of the jumps with the glider, and you slow it down and you see there's a mattress for him to fall on, and there's a trampoline that gets taken out of the scene, it like in a one frame shot of the movie or something like that. I thought that was hilarious. But I've never seen that before until like a TikTok person was like, take a look at this. I'm like, wow, okay. Yeah. Let me see if I can find the picture. Hold on. Green Goblin.
I need to write that down to make sure I see Family Values tomorrow.
Trampoline Goof and Green Goblin fight. In the final battle, the trampoline was used during a stunt, which was spotted by a fan in behind-the-scenes moment. The mistake is visible in certain versions of the film, adding blah, 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 blah. Let's see if I can find a picture of it.
This is the movie I'm watching for Thanksgiving. The Spider-Man, the first one.
If you so choose to take that on, then yes.
I didn't mind it. I had fun at it. I own the Blu-ray of it.
Josh is shocked that you haven't seen Values.
Yeah, I haven't.
It happens. Sometimes we all have movies we've never seen. So
I have seen Don't Breathe that Max has
I didn't want to highlight it, but okay. Yeah.
Okay. You don't have to highlight it, but I will say I love Don't Breathe.
It's a good movie,
but that's pulling that up, Max, grossed me out the door.
I remember James the Penguin visiting his parents. Sorry, from Tombstone. And you see, whoa, that's awesome! Hell yeah,
that's a mistake. That's just those tombstones in Gotham. They just are made out of styrofoam. It was world building, not a mistake.
Which Tootsie for Thanksgiving. Manga Mad Lad Jess, by the way.
Wow, I thought
you're no longer. What was the previous nicknames?
Jess doesn't know shit about whatever it was that I was talking about.
I think it would be great if you changed it to Jess knows a lot of shit about manga or something like that. And then you just show up randomly in different chats and people really start believing it. Tombstones in this economy, throw me in the trash.
Yeah. That shit's expensive. You ever have to bury someone?
No.
Yeah,
it's expensive as hell. Like, why does it cost? It costs way too much to be alive. Why does it have to cost so much to be dead?
Yeah. Speaking of being alive, that's a weird transition, but I'll go with it. Seven Seas announced a bunch of books. Let me do that real quick. Where am I? Is this it? Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's not showing for everybody. Hold on. This? Nope, not
it's
that.
Me.
There we go.
It's me.
Sorry. So Seven Seas announced a bunch of stuff. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can read it. Sorry. It's a light novel airship. Nope, we're not going to talk about it. It's a light novel series airship imprint. Nope, we're not going to talk about it. It's a light novel. No, we're not going to talk about it. Well, gang, we only got 3 books to talk about then. There's an audiobook. No, we're going to skip that. There we go. 3 manga to talk about. The first one here is oh my gosh, you can't read that either.
What's happening here?
Because my second monitor is a different resolution, so if I leave it at standard whatever zoomed level, you can't read for shit. So I have to like really zoom in, like I'm a blind guy.
Oh, I thought it was because they were not safe for work.
No. No, that's a different type of show. So we got Me and the Prez drinking under the stars. This is by Zuri Kishi, an adorably awkward office rom-com about a young woman finding her footing at work and the man who is devoted to seeing her succeed. This will be printed for the first time in English in November of next year for $13.99, coming out soon, Volume 1. The other one is this, which a lot of people got excited for. This is Phenomenon X Paranormal Crime Files by Nakaya Onsen. 2 agents with nothing in common will have to trust in their skepticism and each other to solve a string of unbelievable cases. A supernatural crime drama featuring an unlikely pair and the bizarre cases they must solve. Volume 1 comes out in October of next year for $14 as well. So there you go. And the last one, which I found funny for a different reason than most people. Raul and his Vampire Prince, BL. So I read it as a Spanish Fabio novella in my mind. This is a BL manga from Ataru Sonoguchi, an orphan saved by a deceptively youthful-looking vampire finds himself forever devoted to the fanged beauty in this BL manga. Raul and his Vampire Prince, Volume 1 will be released in August of next year. Large trim editions, which is surprising. Well, no, not really. It's a BL books are like that. Coming out next year for $15. Also, do I need to point it out that I did not know what was happening in this manga when I saw this picture? Like, what? And then I read it was a BL. I'm like, oh, okay. That somehow makes it even weirder, but cool. And then Raul, I'm like, what is this? A Spanish soap opera? But no, it's a vampire BL manga. Why not? Let me show the covers real quick. I have them here. Where are they? Let's take a look at Raul. Sorry, all the Rauls that I know are just like Latinos and Spanish people. So yeah, here's the cover for that one. And I didn't. Okay, to be fair, I was a little bit sleepy when I saw the tweet yesterday. For the life of me, I don't know what happened to Gio. I had a massive brain fart. I could not figure out who was the vampire and who was Raul. I'm like, is Raul the vampire? Is it the hunky dude with the no eyebrow? What is happening? Who? What? So in my head canon, it's flipped. The vampire's the tall dude, and the regular person's the elf looking person there. So that was the first one. Phenomenon X. Let's take a look at the cover real quick for that one. Kind of like X-Files a little bit. Look at that. It's like little Spike Spiegel there. And the other one is Me and the Prez. Here's the cover for that one. Got big personalities on the cover there.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show. So those books are coming out from Seven Seas. That's awesome. We have one news item. I just briefly want to talk about it or mention it and read it, not go into discussion, because that would be a whole freaking 30-minute segment. I thought this was worthy to talk about on the show, at least on record that we talked about it. The whole Cloudflare incident. Companies like Shueisha, Kodansha, Shogakukan, and Kadokawa, they won the copyright suit against Cloudflare. So Cloudflare offered to pay about $3 million in damages. The ruling recognized about 3.6 billion yen, which is about US 24 million, in damages to the four publishers, but since the publishers only claimed a portion of the damages suffered, the amount is 3 million. This is related to damages in a copyright infringement lawsuit filed by these Japanese publishers, of course, because of manga scanlation sites. And a lot of people were upset. A lot of people were indifferent. Some were excited. I saw all kinds of reaction on the internet. So what do you think, Omnibros collector?
I don't use any scanlation sites because I have way too many physical books that I need to read, but I think that it's interesting because largely scanlations, since they've been a thing, have been a huge factor in driving popularity for series, which is acknowledged by, I forget which museum in Tokyo it was, but anyway. So while it's it's piracy, at the same time,
at the end of the day, it's a wrong thing that people are doing. But I completely understand the other side of the thing, where it helps drive discoverability for certain books worldwide. So I get it. I understand that, and I side with those people. But at the same time, we all know that you're doing something you shouldn't be doing, right? So
it's just the number of titles that are picked up by publishers because they have seen that people read the scans and enjoy the scans is it's near innumerable. Like it's just so many titles. And unfortunately, the entirety of the industry has not yet gotten on board with making legal readability a simple process for most of these things. The only company that's really done it with stellar flying colors is Viz with their apps, and then Shueisha by association. the fact is, like, we here in the US get like maybe 20 to 25% of all the manga that are being published, if I'm being generous. So there's the vast majority of stuff that's coming out in Japan. We are never going to have an official means to read that. We don't get to experience like every little title that flops and gets canceled after 20 something chapters. And we don't get to experience all of these series that have been running for decades with, 100 volumes about people eating food. We don't have that available to us in any way that is legal, because the industry has just not tried to push into offering those things to us.
Yeah.
And until there is an easy way for us to attain and read those things legally, piracy is just a matter of fact of what's going to happen, because not everyone is going to have the ability or the time to learn a language just to read stuff. So that's my
Well,
that's my tuppence.
I agree. You can read all the current stuff from Viz free too. It's insane. Yeah. So it is what it is. It's a messy, sticky subject that we could be here talking about it all night. Maybe we'll circle back to it at some point and make a discussion episode about it or something, like the legacy of scanlations or the history of it. I don't know.
What's it called? Scanlations?
Yeah, it's portmanteau of scan and translation.
And translation.
They're scanning the pages of the magazine. Historically, that's how they'd scan the pages of the books, they'd scan the pages of the magazines, and then they would, on the computer, touch it up and put in a translation and then provide it illegally for people to read on these sites. So that became called scanlation. And that's a term that's still popularly used now, despite the fact that a lot of stuff is digital. So they're just taking the digital files and adding a translation over it. But the history of scanlation is a deep one. And a lot of the people who worked with scanlators of the past have gone on to join publishers as official translators. So there's like people that work in the industry. A lot of the people that work in the industry read scanlations.
Thank you for joining, Mr. Tex.
A lot of people utilize those. A lot of people in the industry were familiar with those before they joined the industry and stuff. So it's a weird thing, because obviously they don't want to talk about it in such a positive light and then like step on toes and stuff. But I hope that one day the other pubs can start getting on the same level as Shueisha has, and kind of Shogakukan as well. And I hope that Shueisha and Shogakukan can offer more ease of access to all of their magazines, and then maybe that will inspire other publishers like Kadokawa, Kodansha, Hakusensha, et cetera, to start their own stuff to allow people ease of access as well, for a price that, in general, the reason why the Viz app and the Shonen Jump app are successful is because paying $3 or $4 a month, most people are absolutely fine with that, because it's such a small amount and they get access to so much stuff. And if others were to match that, I think we could have a really big shift in this industry for the US, but we're just not on that level yet.
That's pretty interesting.
So there it is. It's a lengthy discussion, so we'll get back to it, but just wanted to briefly mention what had recently happened. So I guess shout out to these companies for getting the bag. All right. That's a lot of money. Learn Japanese, problem solved. There you go. There's been paywalled scanlation groups cropping up recently, which That specifically is very crummy to me. Scanlations are supposed to be accessibility passion projects. That's also true. That's weird.
It's one thing to be like, hey, help us out with a donation to keep us going, but to like legitimately put a paywall over something that does
Give me
not
$10 monthly. You can read it.
Man, like, yeah, those are they're gonna get in trouble.
The ones charging money for it.
Yeah, you can't. It's like bootlegging a DVD and then charging someone for it. Like you can make a burned CD and give it to someone and no one cares, but if you make a burned album and then charge them $10 for an illegal copy, at that point, like that's when people are gonna turn heads.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something, but I'll keep quiet.
Oh no, be controversial. That's fun.
No, I can't.
That's what I'm here for. I'm here to make enemies and burn the set down and cause chaos.
That's just the whole CD stuff. Just reminded me of that one person that decided to make Inhumans omnibuses.
Oh,
and it showed up on people's radar and on Google searches. I just thought that was wild. And then that content is no longer available. I wonder why.
I forgot about that.
You
two can put two and two together. You know what I mean.
I posted a picture on Twitter of my X-Men shelf as like a meme thing.
I saw that. Yeah.
And it had like my custom like KC Omnis and my custom like of other stuff. And I had people asking about it and I was like, oh shit, like it's been so long I haven't really thought about it as like I'm not supposed to show people this stuff, but like that was so long ago.
I show people now.
Except you even posted a video talking about like the Red Lanterns and stuff, didn't? Or no, it was you did a video for Inhumans in relation to trying to get people to vote for the Inhumans.
Oh, yeah. But did I show stuff off?
Yes.
Oh,
I don't remember
last year.
You were like, I forget exactly what you said, but you were like, this is what it could look like, and I want to show you this.
Oh, okay.
It's gorgeous artwork that deserves to be seen like this.
Right. I think I did that last year, right?
Yeah, it was
okay.
In the lead in to the big Tiger Eyes poll, right. And we're trying to get everyone to vote Inhumans. And did one of them get into the top 60 this time?
Yeah. The Silver Age Volume 1.
I'm surprised it wasn't Marvel Knights.
Same. But hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, anything's good. I mean, they got the Inhumans are coming back, so.
Well, they have Marvel Legends of them, brand new ones.
They're coming out with those too. The manga show is also the Inhumans show. I just want to let you know.
We're allies. I'm a representative of that community, so we're allies. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, Matthew 567.
Whoa, I binged a lot of Omnidog videos. Now I have an overwhelming amount of comic recommendations, primarily in Manga Reader.
I appreciate that. I'm glad.
There's I think, Jess, you probably have these too, but these are the
Mike Carey ones. I don't think I went for those. I think I have them still in trade paperback.
You haven't sent me any Inhumans merch. What you talking about? What?
But yeah, I had
delusional.
People spotted these real quick, and they were like,
"Yeah, I bet."
One person was like, "What are those X-Men Legacy Omnibus? I can't find any record of them ever existing." And I was like, "Because they don't."
They don't. Yeah, I can imagine people as soon as you put the picture up, they're clicking on it on their phone and just zooming in and enhancing, inspecting every single one. Like, oh, that one. Okay.
I think the reason I didn't get those Mike Carey ones is because at the time I was focusing on stuff that I didn't have in any format at all. And I had the Mike Carey trades, and then the whole thing collapsed before I could get my...
But I'm not a Lego collector. That's why I didn't do anything. But I loved it. They look fantastic. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I don't need another hobby. Sorry.
I didn't have a ton that I got, but the ones I did were like I was focusing on X-Men and like my favorite runs that haven't been done. So it was mostly these and the X Factor, but X Factor happened. So now I have the officials for X Factor.
Yeah, I was wondering what I should do with mine, but I'm going to keep them anyway.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm so sorry. I missed a super chat. We got a super chat on a Thursday show. The world's ending. Holy shit. Jack Ferry, thank you so much. A Home for the Holidays, starring Holly Hunter, Robert Downey Jr., Claire Danes, Steve Guttenberg, and Anne Bancroft, directed by Jodie Foster.
Wow. That doesn't sound like it's a wait, Steve Guttenberg? That can't be serious. Friend of the show. That has to be a supposedly funny one. Anne Bancroft, though. Wow.
There you go. But thank you so much for the super. You know what? Wait a minute. For the super chat, we used to do. I'm gonna put all the dancing ones. We have the fries. Nice. Let's go, baby. And then my personal favorite, Toothless. The shout out. Toothless is so excited for your super chat. Thank you so much, Jack. Truly appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll keep that one in mind.
Oh my God.
You want me to show my Inhumans ones?
Yeah, man. Show it all. I'm sorry I sent you Inhumans merch. I
Josh is working
Yarn is asking, Riley, did your Solitary Gourmet arrive yet?
Yes, and I read it as well. It came in a couple weeks ago. I don't remember exactly, but it did come in.
Oh,
I think we will get a Carry X-Men within the next year. They're running. Yes, please run out of those damn books. Please. I need them to print something else. Please run out of them. Ask for every single X-Men stuff so they print it. That's my mission to you guys, or my request to you guys.
I mean, by running out,
now we're gonna reprint them all again.
I mean, it's you might say that as a joke, but like they're gonna do new editions of a lot of stuff to go into separate lines, and then they have a lot of the spin-off titles that haven't been omnibized from like the 90s onward. So like Gen X has not gotten it. A large chunk of X-Force hasn't been done. They still have a lot of the 2000s mainline X-Men has not been put in omnibus. And then not even counting all of that, they just started the Dawn of X line. And they go in the entire road of Krakoa. I think that's at least a dozen volumes. And that doesn't count like Wolverine, which still has several volumes left. Like
after that, they're gonna do like obscure characters.
They're gonna do like Sleepwalker and
Sleepwalker Omnibus. The Mojobnibus.
I had wasn't that a 90s character, Sleepwalker? I feel like I have those. Yeah.
30 or 40 issue run or something. But they like for X-Men, I would estimate that they've got at least like 50 books left that they can do.
Don't say that to me.
Well, it sucks for me because I have literally a double extension IKEA Billy shelf completely full, right. and I don't. That's not going to fit 50 more books.
Can you double stack, or they're Billy, not Kalax?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's still a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Speaking of books, let's move on to the main topic for all the recent reads. Jess, you wanted to be on here because you wanted to review a manga for everybody.
Oh, yeah. Let me.
Let's do that before you have to bounce.
Yeah, I'm okay. When did this start? What the hell time is it?
It's been an hour. So you got like 30 minutes.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I don't read manga. Yarne, you're just not. I'm not getting back into manga. I never got into it because I have trouble reading it. So, I definitely don't read it as a general rule, but this one, I knew the story and I knew the characters and I knew a lot about Charles M. Schulz. Although this book was so well researched that I learned stuff about Charles Schulz that I didn't know. I wasn't even aware that it happened. So
Nice.
yeah, and it takes him from his youth to his very successful career to right up to the interesting factoid that the last Sunday, the last comic that was published in 2000 was also that day that he passed away. And that was the last time I actually cried about a celebrity on their passing.
Right.
So this does, I think this does a really, really nice job of showing exactly what his life was like, where he pulled his inspirations from, what his relationship was like with his parents, his two wives and his kids, and also all the various places he lived that gave him inspiration into some of the strips for Peanuts. And his love of hockey and tennis worked their way into the strip, and they talk a lot about hockey in here. And so it shows like what Peanuts was going to be like at first with Lil folks. And then at the very end, it's got all kinds of like trivia little columns and stuff. But it showed the human side of Charles M. Schulz, and it's very interesting. I find it very interesting to see how dedicated he was to that strip, which I always knew. I didn't know his schedule though, but I mean, he had a new strip every day of every week from 1950 to 2000, which is shocking, and it's really remarkable. But it shows the Peanuts in starting in 1950. It shows how it grows and changes, and how the characters grow and change, especially of course Snoopy. And they talk about the TV specials in starting in 1965. So that part I found the book to be really enjoyable, really well researched. I didn't have that much of a problem. I mean, now this is a page that normally I couldn't possibly read, but I knew enough of the characters in it that I could follow it. And this wasn't a really hard book for me to read, which I liked, because that's my problem. And I'm not sure why this and the Junji Ito books are the two that I can read in manga.
So different from one another.
I know. But like this page right here, holy smoke. I mean, it was only because I knew who the characters were,
Right.
and that I could actually follow it. This is highly enjoyable. I think it wasn't very long. It took me like an hour and a half to read. I think that anybody with any interest in Peanuts and is a manga reader, I would think this book would be right up your alley. And It shows also what a gentle, generous, caring soul he was. So,
and for the people watching this stream, sorry to butt in,
no,
they might not know that you are a big Peanuts fan, and that was part of the curiosity that made you take the leap and read that book.
Right. I think it was also a challenge from James for me to get it and read it. And so I said, yeah, it did. I read a page a day, and that's how I ended up finishing it. I was pen pals with him. He and I traded letters for a while in 68 through 70. And I had all kinds of Peanuts merchandise. I saw some of it in here that like Snoopy in a astronaut outfit, which I'm sure is worth a ton. but I traded it that for I think comic books back in 1975 or something. But yeah, that was definitely a deep centered part of my childhood that I think that's why I cried when I heard on TV that he had passed away. So yeah, Peanuts meant a lot to me, and Charles Schultz did. I still have the letters and like autographs that he would send me and stuff. So I really enjoyed the book, and I think a lot of people would too, if you're interested in that kind of thing.
My question is
Yeah.
how, because I'm interested, because you are a non-manga reader. How did you take the illustrations, the manga anime version of these people?
Yeah,
Did you, was it weird? Did you not dig it at first?
That's a good point, Gio, because I was gonna say the manga influence stuff. They have him yelling a lot in that manga kind of style,
Mm-hmm.
and he's that just really was not him to be, yelling out like that out loud. So there were a lot of instances like that where they'd show Charles M. Schultz uh, with that kind of manga-y explosive. It was usually in anger. It looked like on its face, it looked like it was anger. But he never really was angry at stuff. So that part did kind of. I'm trying to find what I'm talking about, but the manga style illustrations, I eventually got used to them, and then it's filled with all kinds of stuff like this from the very first when it was brand new, like Shermie, that was named after his childhood friend. And then Linus and Charlie Brown were named after two childhood friends. And I don't think I knew that. If I did, I forgot it. Charlie Brown and Linus. So, wait, what's this? Yeah, this is pretty lighthearted and fun.
All right. I have a question for the two of you. If you could have control over what manga biography gets published next, which person would you like to see a version of?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because I have one, and it's gonna come to a lot of people are not gonna guess, but as soon as I say it, all of you are gonna go like, "Oh, okay."
Weird Al Yankovic.
That'd be fun.
Oh, that's a good one. He's out on tour now, and the tickets are too expensive. Well, no, he's going to really big stadiums and stuff. But his tour schedule is punishing. It's like every day almost for the next year. I don't know how he's doing it, but I would have loved to have seen him in concert. Biographies.
Designs are super cute. They are, yeah.
Yeah.
I love early Snoopy. I love it.
Yeah, I think the Fantagraphics books, 1950 to 51, and then 1951 to 52. That's kind of the sweet spot for those original Peanuts designs.
Ozzy Osbourne. That'd be fun.
I wouldn't mind one on Led Zeppelin.
Nice.
But
I was listening to Led Zeppelin today.
Were you?
That's on my driving playlist. I always jam out to Led Zeppelin.
Oh, nice! It wakes you right up.
Yeah, baby.
Any album in particular? Or do you just shuffle through stuff?
I rip the YouTube videos of greatest hits for each artist that I like and throw them on the USB drive, and it plays on shuffle.
Oh yeah, this had an interesting thing in this book. This book.
Okay, yeah.
I forgot that when he was 50, he had a heart attack. He needed heart surgery, and let's see. and he had to go through physical therapy afterwards because it was like open heart, and he ended up, the nurse in his room, he was there for a while, and the nurse that was taking care of him asked him to draw a doodle on the wall, and he declined, and then after that he said okay, and he drew an entire wall, and it's still there in the hospital in Santa Rosa, and it's about his going through physical therapy via Snoopy. He's having Snoopy going through physical therapy, and it's on that wall, and the hospital preserved it and everything. So that was really cool. That's what this part is, when he's drawing on the wall and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, and they show what kind of pens he uses. Obviously, that's a Sharpie, and then they refer to the nib that he uses on for the. Here's some more of the cute OGN stuff. But yeah, they show the nib he uses for his the pens. Yeah, and so it's. Yeah, this was the only thing that got me. That kind of manga thing, anime thing, where he's flipping out, and I don't really see him flipping out.
Right.
But that, I mean, otherwise, it doesn't really bother me, but I noticed it. Oh yeah, and this is the page that shows. Sorry, Gio, I keep flipping these open.
Oh, no, it's okay.
This is where he tells who everybody was named after. Snoopy was a name that his mom came up with that she wanted back before she died. She wanted their next dog to be named Snoopy, and so he pulled that. And Linus and Charlie Brown and stuff, named after his childhood friends. So yeah, 100%, 5 out of 5. Yay, indeed.
Hell yeah.
Boral nuties.
I don't know what that is.
What are boral nuties?
Is that something you eat? Is that something you wear?
I would have said, if I saw it, that was some kind of food.
All right, let me Google it.
It's cocktail peanuts.
Oh, he's making a joke. Okay.
Oh, because of the okay, nice. Kane, I'm glad you're enjoying the Schultz manga. Jess.
Thank you, Kane. I appreciate that. Thank you, Josh.
Gio, I was curious about what Zeppelin albums, because I was going to say my faves are 4, Houses of the Holy, and In Through the Outdoor.
Oh, really? You don't eat Physical Graffiti's not up there for you?
Hold on.
I'm not jamming you up. I just think it's interesting. I like that one. I like several songs Through the Outdoor.
Yeah, I don't have any albums that I don't like, but if I was to say my favorites, it would be those 3. Those are because I listened to a lot of Zeppelin, specifically when I was in college. It would be for my drives as well, often because it was a pretty decent commute back and forth, and so I'd listen like the whole discography. But the ones that I really repeated were those 3: 4, House of the Holy, and In Through the Outdoor.
I will do 2, 3, and 4. Those are my favorites.
2, 3, and 4, yeah.
Which I'm thinking about something in particular. There's the tracks, like Misty Mountain Hop was a really was on repeat for me. The ones that are like Tolkien inspired.
Oh yeah,
so much
like the Battle of Evermore.
Yeah.
That's like picked straight from the books.
I think Black Dog is one of my favorite songs.
Yeah,
probably in my top 5.
Great.
I love that song.
Do you know the story behind the Black Dog?
Maybe not. What was the story?
It's very short. One of those guys in Led Zeppelin, they all ended up buying castles and estates and stuff. And I can't remember which member it was, but the castle or estate they bought, there was a black dog that came with a estate. He was
Oh.
a living black dog, and he just transferred with the property, so they took care of him.
I thought you were going to go into the route of the paranormal and say, like, the castle came with an Irish wolfhound dog, which the black dogs have the red eyes. They're like devil gatekeepers. Like, okay.
Well, I think Jimmy Page bought Aleister Crowley's estate and was constantly digging the devil vibes in it.
Oh my God. Okay. If something happens to you, you're asking for it. Just saying.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, I never answered this. If I were put in charge of a manga biography, mine would be on Jim Davis and
Garfield, Davis,
him creating Garfield, and you would feature manga Garfield, which I would love to see. Or U.S. Acres. I love U.S. Acres as well. That was fun.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, with
right.
What was the name of the pig? Orson Pig. Looking at it here. Orson Pig, Roy Rooster, Booker Sheldon, Wade Duck, Bo Sheep, and some of the other guys.
Was he supposed to be like an Orson Welles pig?
I think so. Let me see. Good-natured yet naive pig whose work ethic makes him the functional leader. His good humor being tested is one of the common gags in the cartoons. Orson had long eyelashes. Disappeared in 1987. Good God, I was born that year.
Well, when did U.S. Acres start?
U.S. Acres 1986.
Oh, okay.
And it ended, original print run ended May of 89. And reruns ran on Garfield.com from 2010 to 2020. And then Garfield's still ongoing because it holds the Guinness. Garfield is the One Piece of U.S. comic strips, basically. It keeps going. It's still happening. As of 2013, it was syndicated in roughly 2,580 newspapers and journals. Sorry.
Wow.
I think the chat knows that I love Garfield. That's my soul animal.
Yeah.
My favorite little Garfield trivia thing was that I already shared in your Discord, Geo, was that game that's supposed to be
and
how it has what's his name, Lyman or whatever, tied up in the basement.
In the basement, yeah.
And that's supposed to be the explanation for why he disappeared from the strip and left Cody with John forever is because he's tied up in the basement.
I love it. Let me show you something real quick. Boss Fight Studio says the current license for Garfield toys, and I'm fighting the FOMO. Where's the GIF? The new GIF that I put.
Oh yeah.
Fighting the FOMO.
Oh yeah.
Because they look really cool. Let me share my screen again. Holy guacamole! Here it is. So this is a $200 Garfield statue.
Oh, that's a lot.
It's a 1-to-1 scale.
Yeah. And so they just announced Wave 2. So Arlene's getting a figure. John is getting a deluxe figure. And the one with John has a sleeping Garfield.
Oh,
I love that so much. I kind of want to get this.
That's great. These are reasonable prices, and those figures are really well made. It looks like
they gotta make a 1-to-1 scale John, like a 5'10" guy.
Like when they made that Harley Quinn that was life size.
Oh my God, yeah.
Except
and here's a new Garfield. Comes with the food bowl and a cup of coffee.
It looks like they have different faces too. So they have face swaps.
They got face swaps, little bit of little accessories. Normal, I love Normal. Even though he was super annoying and Garfield hates him, I love Normal. Look at that. Of course, you got to have Odie. Love that dog too. But the ones I do have pre-ordered are these two packs, Garfello and the Halloween one. Stupid
Oh.
website. Hold on.
When is Scarfellow set to come out right now? I guess I can see it from here.
Quarter two.
Damn. I was because when they announced it, this one and NECA both have Garfellow coming, and I was hoping that they would be ready for Christmas because my friends and I do a Secret Santa, and I got my friend who's a big Garfield fan, and I thought that this would be a perfect gift, but it's not coming. And I know I could pre-order it for him and like give him a printout or something to say like, hey, I got this on the way. But I don't want to be that guy. Like I want to make sure he has something for Christmas.
I know what
this
you
guy.
mean. Oh, maybe he wants to share pizza with Harley.
Yeah, there you go. That's a team up.
They look like
And
similar pizzas.
this is the other one that I am so excited for. Oh my god, you have no idea. Halloween Adventure, Garfield's Halloween Adventures, one like the Peanut specials. This is like the top tier Garfield special. It shaped my youth. I loved Garfield in these wacky, spooky adventures. And to make a figure out of that piece of my nostalgia brain, that's amazing. I can't wait.
That helmet on Odie looks like something out of Mario Kart.
Oh, for
his little green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was trying to dress up as one of the turtles, but he failed. And then Garfield's like, stupid Odie, you gave away our identities because of your thing.
He's lovable.
And then, it doesn't open. What the hell? Somebody, I found it so funny that somebody on the announcement on Twitter, I think, was saying like, geez, this is pretty grim to have these pets with peg legs. I'm like, what? It's in the original strip. It's in the original cartoon, and you associate peg legs with pirates. That's a thing. And you grow up when you play pirate, you have the peg leg. Why are you like, this is probably really offensive to the cat and dog thing? I'm like, shut up.
That's
Nothing's
somebody
gonna happen. These are fictional characters. What is wrong with you?
That's somebody that struggled to find something to complain about, and that's what he settled on.
I know. Oh, look at that. So cute. I love it. Asking for trick-or-treat candies. And I hope with this, they make Dracula vampire and noir detective Garfield. Like, for example, noir Garfield. This one. From Babes and Bullets, please give me this Garfield. I need this as an action figure.
I have that book, the comic of it.
Was that was a TV show? TV special?
That was from the animated series, which had like 1 billion seasons, like 8 seasons.
Wow.
I need these two as figures, please.
Oh, I like that.
And I think there was a
Count Lasagna.
Pharaoh Garfield. This one too. Please make this a reality.
Oh my gosh. That's
specifically
awesome.
with the whip, please. So yeah, Garfield cosplayed into different eras throughout his history. So I hope if this is successful, they'll make more. But I'm in 100%.
I agree with H Field at 10:06. That guy was just looking for something to complain about, and he got a really lame thing.
But it's funny because it's not made up. It's not being like macabre.
Yeah. And it also comes with the swappable legs for both of them.
Yeah.
It was sorry. Okay. Manga Mad was the one complaining. So before Jess leaves, I did want to highlight this real quick. This was the fun read that I forgot I wanted to talk about on this show. I got here a month late, but I got here. That's what's important. I read a month ago, and I reread it tonight. Night Parade of 100 Demons Organizing Committee. This is one-shot manga created by one of my favorite creators, Kotoyama, who is famous for a manga called Call of the Night, which is one of my favorite vampire manga. So this is essentially his take, his love, and tribute to yokai in manga form, as well as a tribute to greats, goats like Shigeru Mizuki, who made a living and career out of resurrecting yokai and reintroducing them to Japanese audiences and eventually worldwide audiences. So what is happening in this book, it's a one-shot, only like 30 pages, 45 pages, where you have the cat lady. She's one of the yokai. For the first time, she's put in the committee to organize the parade for 100 demons. So if you guys don't know what that is the Hyaki Yagyo, which is, as the name implies, the night parade. Essentially, the yokai, every once in a while, they would gather and parade around in the streets at night and cause mayhem, pandemonium. Everybody, regular humans, would have to stay locked up inside to evade the pranks, mischief, and potential violence from evil spirits. But mostly with yokai, they are always neutral. They're out there to be noticed by humans and cause pranks and mischief. They don't seek to hurt people. However, there are evil yokai. They do like killing, eating, messing with humans in general. But the majority of them do not do that. And in this one shot, I'm going to show you the art, which is phenomenal. Holy crap, I need this in a physical form, please, in a magazine or something. I need to have this. You see here the different art and the committee, and the majority of the manga is them interviewing the different yokai. You can see here a Kappa monster, for example. I can't zoom in. Sorry. Can I zoom in, please?
Those are cool illustrations.
Yeah. So it's very detailed, very gritty looking, but fantastical as well, because we're talking about folklorish creatures. The Kappa, of course, Jess, I don't know if you know this, but it's a turtle humanoid demon monster that likes to sumo wrestle with people.
And I didn't know about the sumo wrestling, but I recognize the turtle thing.
It captures you, and it steals a mythical organ from your anus.
What?
And that's how it feeds its energy source, by going in and like whoop, and getting that magic ball.
You would have totally gotten me on that if this was real manga, fake manga.
It's called the Shiriko Dama, and apparently all of us have this invisible secret organ inside of our butts, and they need that. So they prey on unsuspecting victims and just go in and wow and grab that thing, and you probably guess the sensation afterwards is not pleasant. So
wow,
there's that.
You would have gotten me on that.
We have this little dude that likes to wash red beans by the river, and he sings a threatening song to people that if he might wash the red beans or he might eat people. So it's sort of like a little goblin type monster. You have this one, which is one of the cuter ones, Sunekosuri. I hope I'm pronouncing these correctly. It's a hybrid between a dog and a cat. And it's said that when you're walking alone through the street or in a field or wherever at night, and you feel something walk past your legs and you look and you can't find anything, it's probably this yokai. And as you can see by the looks of it, it's sort of a mix of a chubby cat with a cute puppy. So yeah, it goes on and on. There's this yokai right there at the bottom left corner that has a giant eye in his butthole, and its only goal, it's called the Shirime, its only goal is to scare you. So you look at it and he just drops down and spreads his cheeks, and you see the giant eyeball and you're frightened to death of it and you run away. and he just goes off into the night laughing hysterically. Again, pranksters.
Is that where the secret organ is? Is that what it is? An eyeball in your rear end?
I don't know. Maybe the Kappa and Shirime get together and do crazy stuff. I don't know. You got Kamaitachi, which is a weasel that has what do you call the thing? Sickles for hands. So maybe that's how they got like Scyther for Pokemon. I don't know. There is the Yuki Onna, which is the Snow Maiden, one of my favorite yokai of all time. She's basically like La Llorona, but Japanese. And she freezes men in the mountains and keeps them frozen as her personal trophies in her cave. She is a sadistic, cruel witch. She's like the Predator, but not as gory, where she keeps human trophies. But she's supposed to look like a maiden made out of snow, pure white and stuff. But she's pretty dangerous. So it goes on and on like this. You see a little bit of that. You see the different yokai here. Rokurokubi, which is the one with the giant neck. That one's pretty cool and iconic too. If you've seen the yokai movies from the 70s, she has a very famous scene, and the effects that they used to stretch her head was pretty sick. And then you get this amazing panel with the giant yokai. There are like kaiju-sized monsters out there. Pretty iconic. And this is my favorite panel here, where it says, "It's time for the night parade. Even demons who dwell far from the human world nowadays have gathered. No matter how things have changed, no matter how much time has passed, never forget we exist." That was amazing, and it sent chills down my spine because I'm like, hell yeah. That is a wonderful tribute to these creatures. And they go into town and they wreak havoc, so people have to run away from them. And these illustrations look fantastic. I am so impressed with Kotoyama doing this. So yeah, I could go on and on and on, but yeah, it's a fun little chapter. It won't take too much of your time, a couple minutes, with some great artwork, and maybe it'll inspire you guys to pick up some yokai manga and read about these creatures. So
that's really cool.
Since Jess seemed to get a kick out of the Kappa, I pulled off of my movie show.
I know what you got. Yeah, show 'em.
Death Kappa.
Whoa.
This is ridiculous. It's a kaiju movie, but the Kappa at the beginning is like human sized, and it like interacts with the people and stuff. And it's everything that Gio said. Like it likes sumo wrestle. It does like all the different. It pulls people's souls out their butts. Like all that shit is in this movie. It is one of the most ridiculous movies. It is so much fun, and it has like your giant monster fighting scenes and stuff as well. He fights this thing in the background, like a big dragon. But yeah, I recommend it if you are interested in the Kappa.
Is that the Kappa, the very forefront there with the? Okay.
Yeah, that is the Kappa. He's ugly. He's ugly as fuck, in fact.
So I bet there's really cool creative kaiju in that then.
Yeah, and it's got a lot of fun like costumes and effects and stuff. Like,
oh, he has a helicopter there. Okay.
Yeah. He's it's a lot of fun. I recommend it. I don't know if it's like streaming anywhere, but I got this a while ago for pretty cheap.
Death Kappa.
It's
yeah, do not take the film seriously. Just go in to have a fun time because it's so stupid.
It's only 79 minutes long, so it's pretty short. And I think doesn't it have like really upbeat like music at the beginning? I'm trying to remember. Like I think it like starts out and like everyone's happy and there's like Kappa and stuff, and then all of a sudden like shit starts going down and like the bad guys are introduced. It's crazy. Like you won't be bored, and it's just continually escalates. and gets better and better. It's stupid as fuck, and I love it.
When the movie came out,
$15.
There you go. When the movie came out, which was 2010, the poster read, "King Kong is dead, Godzilla is retired, a new monster's in town, Death Kappa."
Death Kappa.
But then the movie did horribly, so it went nowhere. It also got
I
retired.
wonder if my movie buddy would like this. She likes really bad movies.
It's pretty bad.
It's
wonderfully bad.
Maybe I should just get it and show her.
I guess it's on Crunchyroll if you wanted to watch it.
Okay.
That's really funny.
Oh, I wanted to address this. New Shigeru Mizuki art book just came out recently. I should have had it today, but the seller sent it freaking media mail, and I hate media mail. So now I'm stuck waiting for like a week and a half. I am really pissed off about that. So I don't have the yokai art book, unfortunately, but I did get it. So eventually I'll show it on the channel.
I did not order it yet, but I definitely will soon.
So there you go.
I'll let you guys get back to serious manga reviews and stuff. I think we're
gonna close out the show.
Oh, you are? Okay.
I thought wait 5 more minutes. We can wrap this up.
Oh, sure.
I don't know if you had anything, just if you wanted to say anything about Solo Leveling.
Let's see.
Like just a quick minute.
When did we review Volume 1? It was a while ago, right?
We talked about it, I think, a long time ago.
Check.
Manhwa is a Korean kind of manga that reads Western style. Is that right? Because that sounds like what I read.
Yeah, Korean in origin. This one was a webtoon series, which means that it originally was like vertical scroll. So it'd be on your phone, and you would scroll through the panels, and then it got rearranged to fit on the page.
Okay.
And then it reads left to right instead of right to left, like that. And then full color, as you pointed out as well. And it's based on a web novel series. So it was originally a word book.
Oh, a novelette?
I actually have the novels. I forgot that Yen Press sent me it's a big fat hardcover omnibus of the entire novel in one volume.
Thank you, Kane, for joining. Appreciate it as always.
Yeah, I'll stay for 5 minutes too, Kane.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Riley, you should just keep going. You're doing a really good job just driving it.
Oh no, I
pictures.
I was giving you all the info about it, but how did you feel reading that? Because I think that's your first manhwa, your first webtoon book. What did you think coming out of that one?
I enjoyed this, but I can see how exciting and incredibly popular this would be to people. It's taking the concept of boss fights in video games and making them in this particular world, making them real life, and these monster dungeon. Let's see, what are they called again? He's an He's an E rank hunter, and he's known as the weakest hunter of all mankind, because they have various levels of hunters that go into these dungeons to take on the boss. And he is a terrible Jinwoo Sung. He is a terrible fighter, but it still finds a way to make it interesting. And he grows in this first book. He grows as a hunter, and his fighting group, you can pick what level you go into. Like, you wouldn't want to take an E level hunter into an A level dungeon. So they choose a D level dungeon for that group to go in and take on the boss, but it turns out to be like an A level dungeon, and they're not just getting their asses kicked, like several of them die. So this is like real life consequences in this. And it's it was really exciting, and you could see that because there were consequences, it made it pretty thrilling. And I enjoyed the relationship he ends up making with several different people in his group. And I think that oh yeah, this is interesting that this appears in real life and only he is able to see it. The notification, it just shows up in the air like it would on your video game. Nobody can see it but him. So I really enjoyed it, but I do not see myself going through 13 more of these books.
Yeah.
I'm interested in looking at it on Webtoons. That sounds like a good way to read it.
Yeah, I think it is on the Webtoons app itself is where it was published. I can double check here.
Okay.
And you might have to like have an account to be able to go through it, because they only give you like a certain amount of.
You need to be 13 and older too. So I don't know if that's going to be a problem.
Does it cost?
Yeah, I don't actually think it's on Webtoon right now.
Oh.
So I don't know where you can read it digitally, but maybe someone in the audience knows before I find it.
Maybe
you know what?
The 7 Cs.
You can find some of the books over at our sponsor, InStockTrade.com, your home for collected editions. You get your omnibus, trade paperback, hardcovers, manga, and more for great discounted prices. Free shipping in the U.S. at $50 or more. And there's the loyalty discount, which adds an extra 2% off to your book orders if you make them on a weekly basis. That, my friends, is InStockTrades.com, official sponsor of Omnibros Live here on YouTube. Shout out, IST.
It's on Tapas, Tapas. That's the official platform that you can read it on. And you can read, it has the first 4 episodes or something that you can read. And then after that, I don't know what their acronyms in here stand for. I think you can read something every like so often. You unlock the ability to go further, or you can pay to unlock another part.
Okay.
And there's also the anime you can watch, maybe.
Oh, is that just one show, or is it like 15 cartoons?
26 episodes, something like that.
Okay.
I mean,
I can't do anything until I finish What We Do in the Shadows. That's 5 years in the making of my watching that show.
Let me share with you. Solo Leveling is streaming on Netflix, Prime Video, and Crunchyroll. So I know you have Netflix, so you can watch it there whenever you get to it.
I wondered if you were still here, Max.
You would have to pay on Tapas to read everything.
Tapas is Webtoons what DC is to Marvel.
It would is different publisher platforms. Like Legend is another one. $49.99 gives you 40,000 plus an extra 20,000 ink, and ink is what you use to buy stuff. And to buy the entire thing, it's 55,272 ink. So basically, if you wanted to read the whole thing on Tapas, it's like $50.
That's better than buying 13 books.
Because the books are $20 each.
Yeah.
Even if you get them discounted, that's going to be, probably $150. But just putting that out there. So if you wanted to try it out, and they do let you try the first few for free, so you can see kind of how. Let me adjust my brightness.
Oh, okay. Oh, that looks like a really easy way to read this.
Yeah.
You can read it anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just download the app. You can read it wherever and
whenever.
And it's not super expensive. Or you can wait. I think it's like you have to wait a certain amount of time, and then it lets you have another free chapter.
Okay.
Thank you for joining, everybody. Final question of the night goes to James. I picked it at random. Sorry, everybody. What season of What We Do in the Shadows are you on, Jess?
I'm still. I haven't watched any since Monday night, so I'm still on season 3, episode 4. I haven't watched episode 4.
Nice.
So, but tomorrow's a good time for me to do all that. Today I felt awesome, so I did a bunch of reading.
Nice.
And when I say awesome, I felt normal for once.
Hell yeah, love that.
But
here's a position.
If I could contribute Junji Ito stuff. For some reason, I am able to follow that.
I mean, technically, if you're an Omnibro, you're already a manga bro. You just choose not to participate. Omar, even though he hasn't been on here since like a decade ago, he's still an Omnibro.
So he's a manga bro.
Exactly. Right.
Okay. So thank you, William Lee. I appreciate that. So if I am feeling just not as dizzy and no nausea tomorrow, I can read and also watch What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah. And what we do here in the show is talk about all the cool books and stuff. So thank you everybody for joining. Appreciate it. You can follow Omnidog on the YouTubes right here. You can join his Discord, which is a lot of fun. You can join my Discord, which is a lot of fun, I think. Right? It is. There's my channel. I just posted a video recently, yesterday, whatever. If you want to check it out, appreciate it. And Riley, what you got cooking up?
Same as I said last week. I just got to get out the November buyer's guide and the probably still put out the stuff from the last con.
Hell yeah. Omar doesn't read manga.
But since next week is the holiday week and I have some extra time, I'm going to try. I don't want to make any promises, but I'm going to, fingers crossed, I'm going to try to film my library tour finally, since everything is organized and I've kind of tackled my to read pile. So I just need to get to a point where everything is quiet around here and just go for it. It's just a lot of books. So I put it off because it's a lot to talk about.
This is you waiting for the thing to arrive. Knowing what's coming, when the reading vlog is going to extend.
Yeah, I counted it. I have 34 books in transit.
There you go, Oscar.
I made my first IST order today since August.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't too big, but it was stuff that I really wanted.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. We'll be back. The show will be back tomorrow, right? Friday night. And then we'll be back on Monday for another epic week of awesome videos here on the channel. So thank you everybody for joining. Jess, thank you so much. Chat, thank you. IST, everybody, we love you. Have a great rest of your week. See you tomorrow. See you Monday, all that fun stuff. I'm going to close
Wednesday
this
next
out.
week.
Oh, and Wednesday, we're not going to do the show on Thursday. So we're going to do it Wednesday. We should have the newest friend of the show join the show finally. So we'll talk on Wednesday. You'll see it. I'm going to leave it with Toothless because people love Toothless. So there we go.
Where's he from?
Toothless?
Yeah.
He's from How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh.
The main dragon character.
Oh, okay.
But this is just a meme for whatever.
Yeah, of him. Okay.
Okay. Good night, everybody. See you
Peace
next
and love.
time.
Thanks for having me on.